In order to keep a classroom modern and more efficient, technology has to be implicated into the classroom. Technology could be used to complete something as simple as showing a video as a hook before a lesson, or it could be implicated in a more complex way, such as using Microsoft to create a PowerPoint for a final project. Of course, with using technology, the teacher needs to set and hold certain standards. Technology management in classrooms is something that every teacher should be prepared for. Since there is not an instruction manual for classroom management, especially dealing with technology, the teacher has to observe his or her own class to see how the students would handle technology. At the beginning of the school year, the teacher would need to spend a good amount of time showing his or her students how to work either iPads, computers, or whatever other technology resource the teacher plans on using for that school year. This amount of time, of course, will vary depending on the class. However, the teacher should never just assume that students already know how to work these devices, websites, or applications. Prior to giving the students iPads or allowing the students to work on computers, the teacher will need to thoroughly explain the standards and rules when accessing and using these devices. The teacher would need to explain in detail the importance of using the devices for their intended purposes, and the students should not be on other applications or websites to play games or check social media. The teacher should also make sure that the students understand what the consequences will be if they cannot follow the rules that he or she sets. If the student is continuously breaking said rules after warnings have been given, the teacher will need to follow through with the consequences. If the students are doing something simple, such as taking notes, the teacher should remove the device and the student should be given pen and paper to use. However, if the student is working on a final project, such as a PowerPoint, the teacher could remove their device, give the student pen and paper to record their ideas, and instruct the student to finish their project either at home, come in during recess or study hall, or work on their project the next day during class. Another classroom management dealing with technology strategy would be to always have a Plan B. The Plan B would come into effect in case the power is out or if the overall classroom is out of control. With that being said, when the teacher is creating lesson plans, he or she needs to always have a Plan B in the back of their mind. An example of this could be using a textbook for the students to record notes, or getting the students into groups to brainstorm ideas for their upcoming end-of-the-year project. With using technology, one surprising strategy that could potentially help manage the classroom would be using educational games. When allowing the students to use games for educational purposes, the students become more willing to learn. The students could also be more engaging with discussion and more motivated overall. But again, the teacher needs to overlook the students to make sure that the students are doing what they are instructed to do. In conclusion, technology is something that classrooms have to implicate to get students prepared for their future. With the use of these classroom management strategies, hopefully a teacher will be able to see the important role technology plays in their students' lives. However, technology should not just teach your classroom for you. Bill Gates best described technology in classrooms by saying, "Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the students working together and motivating them, the teacher is most important."